As you can see, we have put the bourbon red turkeys in with Fred. Now Fred was fighting with them there for a couple of days, and these guys kept flying out. Now I'm gonna have to go bring her, catch her up, and put her back in with these guys. They don't like it when they're all separated. And as you can see, they're pretty friendly, these bourbon reds. I've been able to just walk up and catch them, but I don't have anybody to hold the camera, so I can't just go over there and show you how easy they are to catch. And it looks like we might have 2 toms and 2 hens, because that looks like a hen, that looks like a hen. This one here looks like it might be a tom. He's getting pretty big. Definitely that one's a tom. Now they say Fred is a small turkey, but really he's not the smallest of turkeys. The Beltsville midget white is the smallest of turkeys. It doesn't even weigh as much as a Brahma chicken, so they're pretty small. But the smallest turkey in the world is the ocellated. It's the one that's from Mexico that looks like a peacock. They call it the peacock of the turkeys. It has eyelets and everything on its tail feathers. I scared her. You can hear them talking to each other constantly. And I'll go in there and as soon as I get done with this and catch her up. So, and these guys here, now Fred will only get to about 25 pounds. They say they have hit up to 30. They have had a turkey, I think it was Tyson, that had a turkey that was 86 pounds. Now that's a big turkey. You'd have to have a pretty big oven to put it in, or have to cut it up in half. So, but Fred was given to me. So I'm trying to find a female for him. These guys, these ones here, they'll get to be about 30 pounds, around 30 pounds. So they're not really huge either. I really don't want any real big turkeys. I want something just, something I can handle in my oven and what have you. You can see pretty much by their feet the difference between the female's feet and the tom's feet. They're pretty big. You can see that tom over there, his feet are pretty big. And so these guys, you can tell pretty much that they're girls. I mean, I wouldn't care if the other one was a female too, but I'm pretty sure as big as it's getting, it's a tom. So that just means a hen for each tom. So I'm still thinking there'll probably be a lot of fighting. But they fly out, so I have to finish putting a top on this to keep them from flying out. I catch them out in the mornings. I don't know if it's because Fred is still fighting with them. Today I haven't seen him fight with them. The first day they were in here, he jumped at them and fought with them a little bit, and they would fly out. So that's why I don't mind them being out. I mean, they can be out to forage. But I noticed when I came out here to feed Fred that they would come up to the gate here wanting back in with Fred. They know their food and water is in here for one. So that's why I'm pretty sure they were wanting back in. Plus the tom was in here and the hens were out. But actually this morning all 4 of them were out, and the tom flew back in. I had this wire here off, kind of like I do right now, and so the tom flew in, and the hens wanted in with him, so one was standing over here by the gate. So when I opened up the gate, all three of them ran in. So they do know where security is, safety is, and they know where their food and water is. But I am going to finish putting a top on, like the wire is there on the rest of this, so that I can keep them more contained and inside this. So they say, like the Bourbon Reds and the Royal Palms, what Fred is, are good homestead turkeys. But that's your decision. You know, a lot of people pick the broad-breasted, but they grow pretty fast and get pretty big. And I think a lot of people are starting to go back to the heritage breeds, which these are heritage breeds. These are not broad-breasted. So they will breed and give you more turkeys that you can raise up. And the ones that you don't want to keep, you can always sell. So that's something to think about too when you are raising turkeys. To me, turkeys aren't really all that difficult to raise, and the toms can get pretty territorial and can get aggressive. Some people have had some aggressive ones so far. I think if you handle them quite a bit and then with them a lot, like I'm in with my turkeys all the time. Even Fred hasn't. Now it looks like Fred's going to try and challenge them. He's not real aggressive right now with them, but you can see that he was wanting to. I think it's all a dominancy thing, and this is his pen, and now he's got intruders, so that could be it too. But I am seeking out a female. I was thinking about ordering some Royal Palm turkeys from McMurray Hatchery, so that out of this, because they don't sex their turkeys, so I was hoping that if I ordered 6 of them, that out of the 6 I would get at least 1 hen for him. So I did put an ad on Craigslist for one, so hopefully I looked and there is 2 that a lady has, but she has an email. I don't do the emails, I do phone numbers or text. I'd rather text someone or call them. I know I'm busy and I don't have time to mess with emails, so I do all the time look for like phone numbers. I want them to call me. I want to be able to call them or text them and, you know, talk to them, you know, not face to face, but at least talk to them and, you know, let them know what I'm looking for. But so we are seeking out a hen for him. So maybe some of this dominancy might stop and he might, you know, be a little happier. Sometimes he doesn't look very happy. Sometimes he looks kind of sad. He just sits over in the corner and looks kind of sad. I have let him out, and every time I let him out, the peacock chases him around, so I don't let him out. But I do plan on making some larger fenced areas here in the future to let these turkeys and chickens have a bigger area to run loose, so that they can, you know, kind of free range a little bit. I do have to get some larger, taller fence on my perimeter, so I can keep the predators out. Also, this way they would have more room to run around, and it's much better for them. So, but I thought I'd let you know that we moved these guys into the bigger pen, and hopefully Fred will stop fighting with them. I have gotten the squirrels down a little bit. I didn't come out here and see like 6 squirrels or 8 squirrels in the food dish. There was 1 in there. So I still have the live traps out, and I'm still relocating them. So hopefully we can get this squirrel problem taken care of. Squirrels are very social. They will come and visit with one another, and if something scares them, they will go down into another squirrel's burrow. So it's not like they, have their own burrows. They go in everybody's burrow, and if there's like a hawk or anything going overhead that is a threat to them, they will dive into a neighboring burrow. So anyway, please subscribe. Please push the notification bell, let you know that every time we upload a video. Push the like button or not like button. Please make a comment. And we will catch you on the flip side.